Everyone remembers the day when Edward Snowden walked into a Hong Kong hotel room and handed a thumb drive to two journalists and a filmmaker. It was June 2013, and the documents he brought with him would rip open the cloak of secrecy around the United States intelligence apparatus. Snowden, a 30-year-old systems administrator and former CIA contractor working for Booz Allen Hamilton at an NSA facility in Hawaii, had quietly collected classified materials that showed something many assumed impossible: a massive global surveillance system operating in secret. The first public blow came on June 5, 2013, when The Guardian published a court order showing the NSA was collecting bulk phone metadata from millions of Verizon customers. Within days came the PRISM slides, internal presentations that described how the NSA could query user data from major tech companies and how tools like XKeyscore let analysts search raw internet traffic. The revelations didn't just implicate one agency. They exposed layers of cooperation: telecom backbone interception, secret court orders issued by the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, and coordination with allied services in the Five Eyes network. What made this a conspiracy story was not a single crime, but a pattern of hidden decision-making. Post-9/11 legal authorities, especially Section 215 of the Patriot Act and classified FISA rulings, were used to justify sweeping collections. Courts, congressional oversight committees, and the public were often left in the dark. Companies named in the leaks, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Yahoo, and others, issued denials about direct, unfettered access, while the intelligence community insisted it was acting lawfully to protect the nation. The documents showed both. Lawful orders existed, but the scale and secrecy of the programs were far beyond anything known to most Americans. Tension built quickly. Journalists Glenn Greenwald, Laura Poitras, and others wrestled with what to publish and how without endangering operations or sources. Governments reacted with outrage. Allies were embarrassed when it became clear that leaders' communications had been monitored. The U.S. intelligence establishment called the disclosures reckless and damaging to national security. Snowden argued he had no malicious intent, that the American people needed to know how their privacy was being parceled away. Snowden's escape amplified the drama. After revealing the documents in Hong Kong, he flew toward Latin America, only to be stranded in Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport when the U.S. revoked his passport. He was charged under the Espionage Act for theft of government property and unauthorized disclosure of national defense information. Russia granted him temporary asylum. Over the following years, he remained in exile, a fugitive to some, and a whistleblower hero to others. The fallout was concrete. International debate erupted over surveillance, privacy, and the balance between security and civil liberties. Congressional hearings and lawsuits followed. In 2015, the USA Freedom Act ended the NSA's bulk retention of American phone records and added new transparency measures for the FISA court. Tech companies hardened encryption and pushed back more visibly against data requests, arguing for users' rights. But the core questions linger. How much secrecy is acceptable in a democracy? Did Snowden's leaks sabotage intelligence operations, or did they serve as a needed check on power? The public got answers it had never been given before, and with them a new set of fears: that ordinary communications, metadata, and habits could be swept up in invisible nets. This is a story of modern governance, surveillance infrastructure, and the man who chose to reveal it. It's a tale without neat closure. Reforms were made, yet the architecture of signals intelligence persists. Snowden remains abroad, and debates about privacy in an age of global data flows continue to define politics, law, and personal life across North America and the world. The day he walked into that hotel room did not end the secrecy, but it forced secrecy into daylight, and nothing about how we live online has been the same since.